What's good, y'all? Marion Gates, also known as Phenomenon. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, and if you really enjoy my content, share it. Angry Old Hoops fan is a comedic genius. I love the guy, man. The afro, the glasses, it's his trademark, and his comedy is on point. This man knows how to put together a video, and I am reacting to his latest video. It's very short, but he hits on some key points. He takes first things first, where they're talking about Luka Doncic and the irony that it applies to LeBron James. Now, will they say these things about LeBron James? Will you hear Nick Wright make these criticisms and these observations about LeBron James? No, you won't hear Nick Wright do this. But Angry Old Hoop shows you the bias of the media. Let's take a look at this clip from Nick. Let's hear from Nick Wright first.
To get back on defense. That I had a big, like the yelling at the refs and then letting 5-on-4s happen. Yeah. I also think he gets a bad whistle, but I think some of that is his own doing. His refs are human, and he is always going after him.
Fanboys.
Come out to play.
Let me tell you something, fanboys. This LeBron James, this is not new to him. LeBron James was doing this in his prime. We talking about Miami Heat LeBron. We talking about the version of LeBron that Nick Wright proclaims is better than Michael Jordan. Now, we all know this is BS, but we can see clearly this man has always been doing this. Crying to the refs. Oh, he was doing this in Cleveland. Just like with the coaches. Just like how he treats coaches. That has always existed as well. The way he treats coaches, he's been doing this since his Cleveland days, his early Cleveland days. This is not a new LeBron James. Old habits die hard, not the reverse. You don't all of a sudden be like, I've been playing intense my whole career. Now I'm going to ease up. No. It's not a testament to the genius of LeBron and he's conserving his energy. He's always done this. Let's continue.
I'm going to address his defense. His defense is atrocious. You mentioned it, Nick, and here he is. The complaining and the bad defense like here he is just not even running hard. All right, and here he is after
this
a shot.
This one was awful.
I don't even know if he got hit. He falls. He's complaining. They're just running back, scoring as he's sitting there. And then here's another one. Again, I don't even think he got hit. He's trying to buy a call, and he's just sitting there. He's the last man back. The defense is bad, and I saw on Second Spectrum this morning.
The blow-bys are crazy.
The blow-bys are not crazy. They're historically crazy.
Perception is reality. How someone perceives you is how they see you, how they view you, how they treat you. If you're perceived as wealthy, popular, a star, confident, all those different things, then people look at you different. They treat you different. If they know they got consequences coming for their actions, they treat you different. That's why you have media pundits like Stephen A. Smith when he said this.
You don't want to make an enemy out of me. And I'm looking right into the camera, and I'm going to say it again. You do not want to make an enemy out of me. I'm not having it.
The reason why Stephen A. Smith felt so emboldened to make that statement towards Kevin Durant is because media controls the perception of you. LeBron James has the media in his back pocket because he knows they can be bought. That's why people don't trust the news. That's why people don't trust. I don't watch CNN or Fox or any of those because they all are biased. They all have their bias leanings. You already know with MSNBC, you're going to get left-wing bias. You already know with Fox News, you're going to get right-wing bias, conservative. So people have lost trust in the news because they're not going to just report the news. They're going to try to sway your perception of a person, whether it be Trump, whether it be Biden. It doesn't matter. Whether it be LeBron, whether it be Jordan, whether it be Kobe, whether it be Shaq, whoever's the guy at the time, they're going to try to sway your perception of a person. So it's up to you to do your own independent research to make that decision. And LeBron James is wise to this. That's why he understands. Even though LeBron James does all these things that Luka does, even though he doesn't play defense, like James Harden didn't play defense. James Harden, to me, I never thought of him as this amazing offensive player, although he can do all the things that LeBron James does. But he's a better shooter than LeBron. He's a better scorer than LeBron. But he was a major defensive liability. There was a time when LeBron was a decent defender, a good defender. And he was great when he played with when he actually had other great defenders. So he would hide his deficiency, which will make the perception of LeBron's defense greater. LeBron was never known as a great defender. He was never this top-notch defender. Watching him in the league, he was not a top-notch defender. But when he played with Miami, that perception changed, because you have Wade, who's great at defense. We had Shane Battier, who's great at defense. So he's great in the transition, getting in those passing lanes. And he still never led the league in steals or anything, or blocks. To be 6'9" and not get more block shots per game than Michael Jordan, who is a shooting guard. Perimeter players don't have as many block opportunities. But you'll look at a Michael Jordan who has had seasons where he has over a block and a half. You know, he's the best shot blocking guard. Him and Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is a better shot blocker than LeBron James, who is 6', who has all these inches over him. So there's a lot of things about LeBron that when you look at it, for somebody to be bigger, stronger, faster, you really don't see it in his game. These are all perceptions. Oh, they just say these things. It doesn't have to necessarily be true, but if they say it enough, you have people that believe it and they become fanboys. So they just repeat and regurgitate what they've already heard. Not what they've seen, not what they've witnessed. They are blind witnesses. They just blindly listen to. That's why you listen to a lot of these guys in the comment section. And they hit the same talking points as Nick Wright, as Shannon Sharp. Oh, Jordan was 1-9 before Pippen, which I'm gonna make a whole video on. But these are the things that we see. These are the things. This is the reason why we have channels like mine, Uncut Hoops, Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops. This is why. See, when you think of, this is the funny thing about this whole thing. When you think of Jordan-esque, you think of killer instinct, the will to win, a champion, somebody who is the best at what they do. When somebody says somebody is Jordan-esque, Patrick Mahomes is Jordan-esque. That's what they say. Tom Brady. These guys, when you're great, when you're the best at your occupation, you are Jordan-esque. When you flop, when you cry to the refs, that's LeBron-esque. That's when you get compared to LeBron James. Caitlin Clark is getting compared to LeBron James when she flops. When she does this and exaggerates the hits and the girls on the court are making fun of her, she's getting compared to LeBron James. Luka Doncic is getting compared to LeBron James. It's not seen as a positive thing. I know you guys, I know you fanboys, I know it hurts. I know it stings to hear this.
I just want to say that I'm a big LeBron fan, and this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me.
But it's the truth. Think about it. When they say Jordan-esque, people don't think of a negative thing. They don't think, oh, punching his teammates in his face. Like, I know y'all want that to be it, but no one thinks that. People think of positive things. They think of a competitor. They think of the most competitive person out there. They think of a winner. When we think of Jordan-esque, we think of somebody who is clutch, who's going to come through in those moments. Even if you say Brady, even if you say somebody's like Tom Brady, you think of a winner. You don't think of that with LeBron James. You think of chokes. You think of LaFlop. You think of these things. Fraudulent behavior. Cheating the game. So these things get called out by angry old hoops, and it hurts your feelings. I know you fanboys are mad, but I'm glad. Thank you, angry old hoops, for another classic, man, because you hit on a lot of points. In a short video, he said a mouthful. In that short video, he showed how biased the media is. Like I said, perception is reality. And for the longest, the mainstream media has shaped the perception of the people that we see. Trump was not looked at as racist until the media came. When the media came in and they started perpetuating Trump as racist, then if you were a black person wearing a MAGA hat, it was over for you. Orange bad! You was already seen. You were seen as somebody that betrayed it, that co-signed it. But Donald Trump wasn't racist. It's just how they see it. I don't get into politics. I'm apolitical. That's why I don't have to be biased about these type of things. I can be unbiased about politics because I am not left wing, right wing, any wing. I don't have any wings. I'm a human. I just walk around. So that's why a lot of people don't trust the news. It says like 8% of people trust the mainstream media. 8%. 92% of the U.S. population doesn't even trust what they see. Yet you got guys that are regurgitating this LeBron James propaganda. I wonder why. What's going on with this? Fanboys, explain yourselves. Explain yourselves in the comment section. Because I just showed you. I could go on and on. I could show clips. But you can go to Angry Old Hoops and you can find clips of LeBron James flopping and doing all these things. It's not like the evidence isn't out there. We have evidence of this man doing this. It's not just low lights. This is him constantly doing this. Yes, you can find players. Every player gets mad at a ref's call. That's human nature to get mad at a bad call. They do it in the NFL. They do it in every single sport. Guys get mad at bad calls. Guys also are you're taught to sell fouls. I know when I played basketball, you was taught to sell the foul, not flop. It's a difference between selling a foul and flop. When you actually get fouled and you draw the attention of the ref, it's different than this guy don't even get hit and he acts like, or he acts dramatic. He doesn't even get touched and he's sitting there. That's flopping. Flopping is exaggerating or making the contact. You drawing a foul off a lie. That's what we're talking about when we say flop. But anyway, tell me your thoughts. Thank you again, Angry Old Hoops. Shout out to him. Salute to the brother and all the great channels. Retro Heat Check, Uncut Who's Uncommon Sense, Sports and Fitness Rants, Shekel Storms, all the guys that's out here doing their thing. You bring their own unique creativity and perspective to the YouTube world. And like I said, man, just tell me your thoughts in the comment section and y'all take care.